It was one of the most shocking scenes in the history of Kansas City, a town no stranger to painful events. In the early hours of November 29th, an explosion erupted from a trailer, stuffed with 25,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate. The terrible explosion shook the city, sending shockwaves 5 miles away and 35 years later. The tragic incident took the lives of 6 brave firefighters who risked everything for humanity. What truly caused this explosion? Let's get into the shadows of that fateful night, seeking truth and paying homage to the heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to keep up with our latest content. The night of November 28th through 29th, 1988 was crisp and cool, with temperatures hovering around 37 degrees. The city lights shimmered under the night sky, and the streets echoed the usual hustle and bustle. But as midnight approached, an unexpected event changed the city's history forever. Siblings Robert and Debbie, working as security guards, quickly stopped at Quick Trip. When they returned, Robert's truck was on fire. But that wasn't all. They spotted another fire at their construction site at 87th Street and 71 Highway in South Kansas City. Once they dialed 911, the Kansas City Fire Department arrived quickly and extinguished the truck fire. The crews rushed towards the hill to the other fire. Unfortunately, the fire had reached the trailer, full of construction-grade explosives. These chemicals react strongly and become highly volatile when exposed to heat. The crews focused on their duty and began their operations, trying to contain the fire and prevent it from spreading. The initial fire seemed manageable, but little did anyone know that a ticking time bomb lurked beneath the surface. They totally miscalculated it. Minutes felt like hours, and just as it seemed the situation was under control, the unimaginable happened. The trailer, stuffed with ammonium nitrate and fuel oil, exploded terribly. The 6 Kansas City Fire Department firefighters were killed instantly. These men dedicated their lives to saving others, always ready to face danger head-on. The fallen heroes were Gerald Halloran, Thomas Fry, Luther Hurd, Robert D. McCarnan, James Kilvington Jr., and Michael Oldham. All 6 firefighters had lost their lives in the line of duty. 40 minutes later, the chemicals ignited, causing a massive blast that rocked the city. The explosion was so intense that it shattered windows in nearby homes and left a crater 40 feet wide. The news spread like wildfire, and the devastating reality became clear as dawn broke. The deaths of 6 firefighters in a colossal arson-fueled explosion shocked Kansas citizens. But what caused this tragic explosion? For years, the cause of the fires remained a mystery. Initial suspicions pointed towards arson, but concrete evidence was elusive. The investigation took many turns, with various individuals linked to the crime, including Brian Shepard. He looked suspicious, but there was no solid evidence against him. As time passed, a series of unfortunate events revealed. The construction site stored large quantities of ammonium nitrate in fuel oil, which becomes highly explosive when mixed. It was later discovered that a group of teenagers unaware of the dangers had tampered with the trailers, eventually setting the stage for disaster. The question remains the same. Was it that easy to mess up the trailers at such a popular construction site? Did you know the 25,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate was placed at the site to blast through the limestone cliffs? It's US Highway 71 now. Hit the bell button to get notified about the latest updates regarding these stories. What was the aftermath of this explosion? How the world remembers the brave firefighters? Keep watching to find out. After the blast, the city went searching for answers. The cause of the fires remained a mystery. Initial suspicion pointed towards labor tensions at the construction site. Here comes a major twist in the story. Prosecutors believe that the fire was set to divert security guards so that people nearby could pull off tools from the construction site. Fair enough, but there was something suspicious. Both security guards had left their posts, making this theory questionable. Debbie, one of the guards, later confessed to being involved in a separate insurance fraud scheme. A renowned federal agent took on the case, hoping it would be his last major investigation before retirement. In 1997, almost a decade after the tragedy, 5 individuals from the nearby Marlboro neighborhood were convicted for the arson and the subsequent deaths of the firefighters. Their convictions were based on the testimonies of 59 individuals, many of whom were jail informants with dark backgrounds. They claim to have heard the accused bragging about the crime. How do you feel about the reliability of testimonies, especially when physical evidence is lacking? All 5 accused were offered plea deals, which would have seen them serve just 5 years in prison. They declined, maintaining their innocence. Their trial lasted 6 weeks, captivating the city. Despite the lack of eyewitnesses or concrete evidence, they were found guilty. But how can it be? Fast forward to 35 years later, and the case still raises eyebrows. Investigations reveal that the 2 people benefited financially from the construction site explosion. Debbie Riggs, burdened with a large debt, received more than $2,000 in insurance compensation for her Toyota pickup truck, which was reportedly on the verge of breaking down. The other was Robert, owner of the security company, AmeriGuard, which was losing its contract with the construction company. After the explosion, there was, of course, a need for more security around the site. How can a human risk the whole city for his benefit? What about the fallen heroes and their families? As we reflect, let us not just remember the loss, but also the bravery of those 6 firefighters. 6 crosses at a memorial near East 87th Street and Blue River Road bear the names of Captain Gerald Halloran, Captain James Kilvington, firefighters Thomas Fry, Luther Hurd, Robert McCarnan, and Michael Oldham. Their dedication, bravery, and commitment to our safety are unparalleled. Let us ensure their sacrifices are never forgotten and continue to shine a light on their heroism. Share this story, honor their memory, and let us come together to ensure a safer future for all of our heroes. What steps do you think we should take to prevent such incidents in the future? We would love to hear from you in the comments box. Until next time!